What's up, traveler? Welcome back to the Stellar Highway. My name is Motormind, and I'll be your host. We're going to take a look at New Challengers number 3, and I've decided I love this book. So this issue focuses on Crunch. As you recall, in the first issue, they focused on the back alley doctor. The second issue, they focused on Moses, the expert hacker guy. This one's about Crunch, and I gotta say, I like it a lot. I always like big bruiser dudes, like The Thing, and Crunch is the thing of this book. So this was nice to see his backstory. You know, he's just kind of like a little kid on the street. He's running with this dude who was like a gang member. I think the name of their gang is the Dingbats of Danger Street. It was formed like a long time ago in Metropolis. So, you know, he grows up, he joins the gang, yada, yada, yada. He learns about loyalty. He learns about, you know, there's two families you get in this life. One is the one that you're born with. The other is the one you choose. And the second one is much more important, I think is what he says. So, you know, he's kind of instilled with this like gang loyalty type mentality, this like friendship and camaraderie. Yeah, it's really cool, really simple. I like it a lot. I mean, I've liked Crunch since issue 1, you know, just because my predisposed to liking big bruiser dudes. But this really kind of fleshes them out. And even though it's like not a unique take on the character with some like hidden pathos or anything like that, this is just a good time. And I mean, it's nice to have a nice, simple dude that knows when it's clobbering time and gets to clobbering. And that's kind of what Crunch is to this book. And I love it. So this sets up, we know, the last, full spoilers, the last issue had a really nice cliffhanger where these guys appeared. They said they were the original challengers, and they shot the professor in the back. So, you know, this guy steps up to Crunch and starts telling him how it is. And they're like, hey, he doesn't speak for all of us, man. So after he like tears Crunch down a few times, Crunch just slugs him, and then things escalate really badly and really quickly, and Moses is like, hey, let go of my friend, you know, and like Crunch is like, all right, you know, these are my friends now, you know, these are the guys I've bonded with. So he kind of goes back in time. We kind of tell about the destruction of his gang. You know, he's the only one left, him and the old man from the first page. And he's like, hey, I let my teammates down. You know, I would have died for them, but they ended up dying for me, and I just ended up in jail. The other gang sought revenge. So we jump back to the present. The professor is miraculously revived. He says that he is one of the original challengers, called the Professor, but he's from a different timeline. This all has to do with Dark Knight's metal and something called the source wall breaking and time getting all mixed up, different timelines merging on top of one. So, you know, he's like, hey, I'm you, you know, but you've never met me, and I did things you couldn't, and you've done things I can't. But basically, in Challenger's Mountain, this didn't exist before, but exists now because of the breaking of the source wall, is this like dead god. And basically what the professor has been doing with the challengers is assembling this skeleton, and he's like painstakingly like reassembled it. And he says that this god will have the ability to shape reality, which gets Crunch to thinking, you know, maybe he could save the old gang, he could save the guys. But it's kind of a loyalty thing. You know, we get transported to where the final piece of the bone is. There's a lot of great artwork in this. I mean, this guy really stepped it up even from the last issue. I mean, these creatures, the dinosaurs and stuff, look great. This is just great classic comic book stuff. I don't want to show the last page. I don't want to go full spoilers on you. I hate to show the last page of a book, but there's yet another twist ending at the end of this. And, you know, they didn't quite get the bone, so I think when we come back, we'll spend a little more time in this prehistoric setting, and I couldn't be happier about it. Guys, this is a high recommend. I'm going to look at the creative team and see what else they've written, because this has really got its hooks into me, and I really enjoy it, and I think you will too. That's it for our look at New Challengers issue 3. Guys, I love this thing. It is a high recommend. I'm sad that this is just going to run 6 issues because I see so much potential here. I could really do with a Artifact of the Month, Villain of the Month, like Splunking of the Month type team. That would be really great. This creative team, I would love it if they would stay on the book. I think it has a lot of potential. Hopefully somebody at DC Editorial will think the same and kind of bring this back as like a monthly title, because I would sure as hell buy it. And I think you would too. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Ring the bell, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you next time on the Stellar Highway.